Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday Night Vlog with your host, Franklyn McInnis. Enjoy the show. Yes, people, it is time again for some Funko news. I am not going to start off with a shout out this week, and I will tell you the reason why. I know that life happens and sometimes people cannot really stick with their YouTube channels. So, and I completely understand that. I'm not judging anybody, and I don't regret any shout out that I've done in the past. But from here on out, I'm just going to watch channels for a while, and I really want to get a feel for whether or not people are in a position where they can keep content coming on a regular basis. And then if I see that they are able to do so, then I will give them a shout out. You know, if I really like their content and they are able to produce that content on a regular basis, then I'll give a shout out. And I want to be honest as well. I know that I don't have a large channel. My channel is pretty modest in size, but I do think I can maybe bring in just a couple of viewers, and maybe that could help to get the ball rolling for some people. So that's why I do the shout outs. It's not like I'm trying to be high and mighty or anything, but I just do genuinely want to help out other people. But like I said, I know life happens. I know some people can't really stay the course with their channels, but for people that are doing that on a regular basis and are really able to put some good effort into it, then yeah, I definitely want to give them a shout out if I really enjoy their content. So right now I'm actually keeping an eye on some smaller channels just to see, you know, what's going on with them, and then I will do some more shout outs in the near future. For right now though, let's go ahead and get into this Funko news. Now, Funko tried to catch me slipping, but I wait until the last minute. I keep looking for news before I record. I kind of learned my lesson, because there have been times before where I did some Funko news and then boom, I see something, an announcement that just got made that I missed. So I've been trying to wait to the last minute, and then this is something I caught at the last minute. This Tri-Wizard Harry Potter figure. I don't follow the series. I haven't seen the movies, so I really don't know exactly what this is all about. It looks like he's holding a wand and a golden egg. I mean, those of you that follow the series, I'm sure you know all of what that's about. But again, the Tri-Wizard Harry Potter, this is a shot that was leaked over online from another country, Australia, I believe. But apparently in the States, it's going to be a Target exclusive. That's what it's saying right now, a Target exclusive. That's all the information I know. I don't have a release date. That's all I know, is that when it makes its way to the state, it's supposed to be a Target exclusive. So if you're a big Harry Potter fan, just be on the lookout for it. Now, I can't recall any other Harry Potter figures that were a Target exclusive, so we'll see if this pans out to be true or not. The specialty series, I've talked about this several times on my channel. I've been wondering, when are these figures finally going to start coming out? In the first set, whenever they do the specialty series, it's always going to be one pop figure and one Dorbs that release at the same time. So the Cosmo pop figure and the Howard the Duck Dorbs from Guardians of the Galaxy, they are available in some areas. And when I say some areas, I mean in some comic book shops and some specialty stores where they have collectibles, you may find these. Now, if you don't have them in stores in your area, you can go online. I know one website that has these listed, as well as the up and coming specialty series figures, is Gemini Collectibles. I've never ordered from Gemini Collectibles, so I can't really vouch for them. I've heard in the past that they had some issues with shipping and customer service, and then there's been some people that said that they've stepped their game up, and I think the last time I saw a Gemini Collectibles unboxing, that it went really well. Everything arrived in good condition. You know, the person didn't have any issues at all. So, I mean, who knows? I haven't dealt with the company myself, but I do know that they have these figures listed there. You may want to check some other websites as well, like Toy Wars and possibly Entertainment Earth. Maybe they'll be listed there as well. So again, Cosmo, Howard the Duck, they're available in some areas now. Not in my area yet. I'm actually waiting. I already got a pre-order in, so I'm waiting to see what happens there. The Golden Age Batman is definitely one I still want. Jay Garrick Flash Dorbs, I'm still not interested in. And Max Rebo and the Pumpkin King Dorbs, those really don't suit my taste, but you know, it's still good to have some variety coming up for people. And of course, the question marks are there because who knows when they're coming out. Now, as far as the specialty series is concerned, I am so hyped for these figures here, in particular, Casey Jones. When I was a kid, I actually think I liked Casey Jones almost more than the Ninja Turtles themselves. I really love that character. Such a fun character, you know, such a fun vigilante character. And I guess the Ninja Turtles are technically vigilantes as well. But he really stood out as a vigilante and just really a fun character. I remember the original action figure that came out for him. I thought it was so cool how it had, you know, the golf bag with his different weapons in it. The golf club, the hockey stick, which he's holding right there. A baseball bat, all that different stuff. It was just really cool. And it looks like he has the straps and everything on there. So I'm assuming that he'll have a bag on his back here as well. Hopefully it actually will have, you know, some of his weapons in his bag. That'd be really cool. And if so, this will definitely be a figure worth displaying out of the box. So I'm really looking forward to Casey Jones. Like I said, I love that character I liked him in the cartoon series. I liked him in the original movies. It's just a really fun character. The Blackest Night Batman Dorbs. I actually didn't read the Blackest Night series, that whole line of stories. But, you know, if I saw this Dorbs around, I think I would grab it up. It looks cool enough to me. And I know this is shocking. I hope you're sitting down. Don't be amazed, people. But yes, more Batman is on the way. I know you can't believe it. Yes, more Batman on the way. So I think some of these figures have been released before with different molds, but I think they're re-releasing them with updated molds. And you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I feel like I've seen some of these figures listed before. But anyway, along with the Golden Age Batman, and I don't know if these will be exclusives or not, but they have listed here on the back of that box. They have the White Lantern Batman. They have a Super Friends version of Batman, which to me looks very similar to the Adam West Batman. I'm not sure exactly what the differences will be. I guess, you know, I have to see a better image of it. They have a Batman that looks like the Tim Burton version of Batman, or I guess I should say the Michael Keaton version of Batman. They have the Darkest Night, and then they have Earth 2 Batman as well. So like I said, I think some of these may have been released before, but these are the ones with updated molds though. Some of them, of course, are repaints of the same mold. In fact, the Golden Age Batman mold looks like the same mold that they're using for the Darkest Night Batman and Earth 2 Batman. And then the White Lantern, Super Friends, and I'm going to just say Michael Keaton Batman, they look like they have the same mold. So they also have some Batman Dorbs. In fact, one of these has already been released. That Joker Batman Dorbs was on the Funko shop this past Wednesday, and it sold out pretty quickly. I cannot recall if it was a limited number or not. I can't remember if there was a number on the box that said that it was limited. But if it's not limited, I mean, I'm just going to hold out and see if it gets re-released. If it was a limited number, oh well, I'm not going to pay a marked up price. I'm pretty sure that figure is already up in Facebook groups, already up on eBay, because we know some people bought it just to flip it. So if it's limited and I can't get my hands on it unless it's marked up, oh well, I'll just let that slide. These other two Dorbs, I'm going to assume that these are Hot Topic exclusives because they have the Zebra Batman Dorbs and the Rainbow Batman Dorbs. I know the Rainbow Batman one was already listed as a Hot Topic exclusive. And since the Zebra Batman Pop was exclusive to Hot Topic, I'm going to assume that the Dorbs might be as well. Not 100% sure on that though. Keeping it moving here, and once again, I am genuinely hyped, and this is something else that brings up nostalgia for me. Now, I never watched the Elvira TV series, but I remember the movie very fondly. The Elvira Mistress of the Dark movie was hilarious. It was such a fun movie, and that actress was just so great in the role. And I actually wish I could remember the name of the actress that played in the movie. And I really can't remember if she's the same actress on the TV series or not. And I feel like there may have been more than one run of the Elvira TV series. I really need to do more history into the character. But from my nostalgia, though, like I said, it comes from the movie. That's really where my nostalgia comes from, because that movie was just so funny. In particular, there's a cookout scene where she's kind of getting back at the town for being rude to her. And it is so funny. It's just really a funny movie. I hope that's a movie that will eventually find its way to either Netflix or Hulu so I can check it out again, or maybe I'll come across an old DVD copy of it one day. But it's a really funny movie. So as far as the pop is concerned, I think they did a great job of embodying the character, you know, the makeup, the big hair, the dress, and everything. Like, they really embodied the character very well. One unfortunate thing, you see that it's not scheduled to come out till December. Why? Why is this not coming out around Halloween? This would be so perfect for Halloween. I know that Funko's release dates can be kind of flexible, but 2 months of flexibility, I'm not so sure there. It'd be really nice if this was released next month, but at least by December we will have Elvira. Keeping it moving here, I know there are a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's fans. I've never really played the game. I think I tried the first one on... No, actually, I believe it was... Actually, I can't remember now. It's either the first or second one that I tried on mobile, and it just didn't work out so well because the screen just... Basically, the setup just didn't quite fit right on the screen. It's like I had to scroll. So that kind of ruins jump scares where the jump scare doesn't land where it's supposed to be on your screen. You know, so I really haven't played this series enough to really judge it or not. I've watched some people play it online. I mean, on YouTube, and you know, some of those videos are fun to watch. But there are so many pop figures coming out that I didn't even put all of them here on the screen. I mainly focused on the exclusives, but they do have all of the regular cast of characters coming as pop figures. Do bear that in mind. They do have all of the regular characters, the regular cast coming in pop figures, but I just mainly here am focusing on the exclusives. Now, I do have one from the regular line because I can't believe they didn't make this one an exclusive. The Nightmare Freddy, I think that looks pretty awesome. That is so creepy looking and just cool looking. I'm really surprised they did not make that one an exclusive. So the Nightmare Freddy is supposed to be part of the regular line. I know a lot of people have already grabbed up that Golden Freddy exclusive. I'm pretty sure DRG Vinyl has his. I think I saw him mention that in the comments. I know he's a big Friday Nights at Freddy's fan. So yeah, DRG Vinyl, if you're watching this, I feel sorry for your wallet, buddy. You got a lot of spending coming up to do. And I know there's a lot of other fans out there that are going to be trying to find these exclusives. So let's go ahead and run through the exclusives here real quick. The Toy Freddy is going to be a Walmart exclusive. The Barnes and Noble, they're getting a Flock Freddy, and I don't know what it is about Barnes and Noble. It seems like they get a lot of Flock exclusives, but yeah, they'll be getting the Flock Freddy. The Shadow Freddy is going to be exclusive to Hot Topic. I think that one looks pretty cool as well. Then they have Springtrap, which is, this is a very damaged Springtrap, which is going to be a GameStop exclusive. They have the Shadow Bonnie, which will be exclusive to Target. And then again at GameStop, they're going to have the Funtime Foxy. So yeah, those are all the exclusives that I know of right now. And then along with these, the Pop series, they're also going to have the pint-sized Heroes. And I think I saw some Dorbs as well that should be on the way. But this is what I just wanted to go ahead and fit in here to share with you all. Mainly the exclusives and then also the pint-sized Heroes. And if you didn't see my previous vlog, if you're not familiar with the pint-sized Heroes, you see the design of them. They come in mystery style packages, but the design of them is more like a cross between a Pop and a Dorbs, but they're very small though. They're like less than 2 inches tall, I think. So I'm looking forward to them personally, not so much for Five Nights at Freddy's, but for the other lines that are coming out. They have a Batman line and a Spider-Man line. Those are what I'm really looking forward to. But again, for you Five Nights at Freddy's fans, you got a lot to choose from coming up. And if you're a hardcore collector, yeah, I'll just pray for your wallet. Now, speaking of praying for some people's wallets, totally, I feel for you, man, and I feel for a lot of other diehard Star Wars fans out there because there's just so much Star Wars on the way. They're still releasing pops related to The Force Awakens. So on top of that, you have all of these Rogue One pops on the way as well. I'm not even going to run through all of these. It's just a lot. There are a lot here. One that does stand out to me, and maybe it's just because I'm such a big Donnie Yen fan, I'm very interested to see his character in that movie, and I do think his pop looks pretty cool as well. And then you also see they have some bobbleheads there. trying to think. Well, I mean, all these figures here, I guess, would be bobbleheads because of Star Wars, but they're more like wacky wobblers. I'm not sure if that's the name. They're up under there, though. In the bottom left, you see those figures as well. I'm trying to give you some better close-ups here. Some of these were on the previous screen, and then some of these here were not. These are the exclusives that I know of, at least, that I was able to track down online. So they have the Force Choke Darth Vader, which is a GameStop exclusive. I will be on the lookout for that one. I think that one's pretty cool. I might actually keep one for myself and to try to help out people that may not be able to find it, because I got a feeling that one's going to get snatched up very quickly. And then I'm not going to run through the rest of these, but you see they have a lot of different exclusives coming up. They got some going to Walmart, one going to FYE, that Bistan character, I guess that's how you would pronounce that. Some Walgreens, at least one Walgreens exclusive. Target, like I said, you know, and at least one for Hot Topic with the main character. So yeah, they're going to be all over the place. And again, if you're a diehard collector and you really want to try to get all of these, you're going to be really running around. And, you know, my close friends, I will try to help out where I can. Again, the hype is real, people. Walking Dead, some more pops on the way. You know they had to have Negan coming along. And I really like that pose that they gave Negan, where he's about to do some business with Lucille, his bat. I'm really looking forward to that pop. Then they have Jesus, Rosita. I love this Daryl Dixon pop, him holding the RPG, which is a callback to one of my favorite scenes in last season. So I definitely got to get that one. They got Gabriel. I'm so glad that character has finally kind of turned around and become more a part of the group, and I really enjoy that character a lot now. I was worried about him for a while because he was just getting annoying, you know, but now he's a much cooler character. And they finally have an updated version of Carl, which is pretty cool, although I kind of wish he didn't have the I guess that's like the poncho with the gore on it or whatever. I kind of wish he didn't have that, but you know, it's all good. It's still nice that they finally did an updated version of Carl. And I know I've seen a custom of it. We'll see if Funko thinks to do a variant of Carl where he actually has his injured eye, which I still feel like that should have been kept on the series a little bit longer, him having his injured eye. Yeah, I really wish that was a thing longer, you know, and maybe even keeping him in bed, you know, longer, you know, just out of commission longer with that injury. It would have made more sense to me. But still, I'm pretty hyped for these pops, and I'm also hyped for the return of The Walking Dead, of course. So I've been saying a lot that I'm hyped, and I want to know, are you hyped? What figures are you looking forward to the most? Make sure you drop it down in the comments. Let me know, what are you looking forward to? In fact, so you don't forget, you might want to go ahead and drop that comment right now, and then check out the rest of this Saturday night vlog. And I hope that this news was helpful for you. No, people, I did not make a mistake. I am in the dark on purpose here. Although it really shouldn't be completely dark, and let me show you why. This is the glow-in-the-dark Firestorm, which really does not have much glow to it. Whenever I get a glow-in-the-dark pop, I like to break out my black light and try to see how much glow the figure actually has. And in this case, let's see what happens here when I turn off the black light. Do you see anything? Now, of course, on video, it's not going to pick up very well, but even with my own eyes, there's barely glow to this figure. You try charging him again. And again, I got the camera right up on the figure, and you really can't see any glow going on. Now let me show you comparison here. I got my Gamma Duck Dodgers pop here. And this is the one from the Funko shop, which Anthony Nelson was nice enough to get for me. I didn't get the chance to grab this one myself, so he picked it up for me. or I should say ordered it for me. So I'm trying to charge up both of them so we can look at this and kind of compare. Now wow, isn't that quite a difference? To me, that's what a glow-in-the-dark figure really should look like. And I still do like the Firestorm pop, don't get me wrong. It's very cool looking. But for them to sell it as a glow-in-the-dark pop and it has more value because of the glow, that's kind of questionable to me. Because like I said, I mean, there's really no real comparison here. In fact, the glow-in-the-dark Duck Dodgers pop is glowing so much it's actually giving light onto Firestorm some there. Now just for another comparison, I got one more figure here. Got the glow-in-the-dark Hulk Dorbs, which I think glows a lot better than most of the pop figures that supposedly have glow to them. I'm going to try to charge him up as well. Let me try to charge all of them up, but like I said with Firestorm, you're really not going to see anything. Okay, so yeah, the Duck Dodgers actually does the Hulk Dorbs now, but you can see the Hulk Dorbs. It does have, let me charge it just a little bit more. It actually does have decent glow to it as well. So the point I'm just making is if Funko's going to sell things as glow in the dark, I think they really should be glow in the dark. And unfortunately, Firestorm, even though he looks really cool, he's really not a glow in the dark pop in my eyes. Really not in your eyes either, because like I said, you just can't see him. But oh well, still a cool looking pop. I'm still glad that I have him in my collection, and that was part of my trade with Funko J, so I still really got to shout out Funko J for sending that Firestorm my way, because like I said, he's just still cool looking regardless. Alright people, let's keep things moving. I'm not about to do a full tour of my collection, but I do want to show you I did some little reorganizing here in my home. Right now I'm standing in the area that's between my bedroom and my bathroom. This area is really meant for a washer and dryer, although I don't actually have one here right now. But you see up here on the wall, I put up this pretty awesome Marvel Select Green Goblin, where he has Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, tied up. I decided to hang this figure on the wall here. And what I've really been meaning to do, I finally took care of it. I moved this shelf that used to be a comic book shelf over to this area so that now it is my Marvel shelf. And most of my Marvel figures are on here right now. Here at the very top, you see that I have my Ant-Man figures going on. Okay, I think they look pretty awesome up there together. Coming on down here, got my Civil War figures, including my different Black Panthers up there. And then of course I got some minis, Dorbs and stuff mixed in there as well, including, a pretty awesome Mystery Mini Hulkbuster, which was so easy to find. I think everybody that wanted one could probably find one. In fact, really tough to find those in the store now because of the weight. They're so easy to find. They were so easy to find, I should say. Coming on down here, still got some more Civil War, but also mixing in some other things now. The SDCC exclusive Doctor Strange over there. Got the glow-in-the-dark black suit Spider-Man, some Marvel Collector Core figures here, Thor and Miles Morales Spider-Man. And I'm not going to name all of these off, I'm just showing, this shelf quickly here. Got that Professor X, which if you haven't seen that in a previous video, the reason that is colored differently is that is repainted by Rich Holtz of Far Out Man Customs. He wanted to make Professor X look more like the James McAvoy version. Okay, got the two Spider-Gwens that I wanted. I really don't care for the completely unhooded Spider-Gwen from Hot Topic. I didn't want that one, so I didn't worry about it. This Dorbs here, this is a recent addition to my collection, and this actually came from a live stream that Rich Holtz did. Again, Rich Holtz, Far Out Man Customs. He does live streams in his Facebook group, and he will randomly choose a comment, based off of numbers, and the number that he pulls, that person, whoever had that comment, gets a prize. So this was a prize that I got from watching one of his live streams, and that's pretty cool. Okay, coming on down here to the next area. Got Daredevil over here, including Wilson Fisk. And then I want to mix in some other villains as well. You see, got Ultron figures over there, Yellow Jacket, Dr. Octopus. Got the old school Iron Man, you know, just some different figures. Coming on down here, and this is really the last area because there is one more area down there, but I don't have anything for it yet. And plus, anything I put down there will be kind of tough to view, so I tried to keep everything on the upper shelves. But over here, got a Hulk corner going on, including these metallic Hulk figures, the Bruce Banner Hulk and then She-Hulk. And these metallic figures were done by Sherry Stover. Got that awesome Hulkbuster, the Disney Infinity one, which I was so glad to finally get my hands on for only $5 at Walmart. Got the X-Men doors back there, SDCC exclusives. See some Venom figures here, Ghost Rider, Dorbs. And then from EJG12, that's another YouTuber, EJG12. This is what he just sent me, that Captain America Kohl's exclusive with the Photon Shield. And if you have not watched that unboxing, it was the video before this one. Please make sure that you check it out to see everything else that EJG12 sent me as well. So yeah, just some quick reorganizing. I'm really glad that I had this shelf set up. And like I said, most of my Marvel is on here, not all of it. I still have my Deadpool figures together separately. And there's so much Deadpool that, yeah, I actually did dedicate basically an area of another shelf, another bookcase, I should say, to him. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Some little reorganizing going on, and I don't know, I may give it a while before I get some other things in place before I do like a full collection video again. But yeah, like I said, just some quick reorganizing, and I am pretty happy with it. It is story time, people. And from the information that you see here on the screen, you know that this relates to one of my favorite stores, Player's Choice in North Myrtle Beach. And let me say this real quick before I get into the story. If you ever happen to come to Myrtle Beach, if you come to this area, it's an absolute must that you check out Player's Choice. And there are some other good businesses as well. In fact, I'll just say this. Do yourself a favor. If you're going to be coming to the Myrtle Beach area and you know that you want to do some collectibles hunting, just give me a holler. You know, contact me here on YouTube. You could hit me up on Facebook. You know, Facebook is just my name, Franklyn McInnis. And, you know, I'll try to give you some advice on the places you can go and check out. Because the list of places I go to has adjusted just a little bit. Some stores aren't quite what they're used to be. Some stores have stepped their game up. So yeah, just give me a holler if you're going to be in the area. And then also sometime I really would love to actually go on a pop hunt with another YouTuber, or, you know, even somebody that's just a loyal subscriber. You know, that would be a great experience for me. And I think it'd make a great video too as well, you know, to do a pop hunt with someone else. But anyway, so a couple of weeks ago, I don't know, it might even be months now at this point, I can't really remember, but basically a while back, I had a trade in progress with another YouTuber, and he wanted to get some Walking Dead zombies, including this Well Walker zombie, which is a reference to a zombie in season 2, and you see he's nice and grody. You can see where his body's falling apart there. Yeah, you can see the guts inside. This is a pretty grody looking pop, but pretty awesome looking one at the same time. I really like the eyes on it. Look at those eyes. That is so creepy, and yet it's just really awesome. So yeah, this is one of the season 2 pops. The box is not 100% perfect, but it's really not that bad. You know, it's pretty good condition overall. And you see the other figures here from the set as well. Okay, which I do have that Carol, and I actually have the bitten version of Tyrese. I don't have the original one. I don't have Herschel. Don't have the Teddy Bear Girl. I think I actually would like to get that one. Don't have Riot Gear Glenn, But I'll talk about that other figure in just a moment here. But anyway, so the YouTuber I was going to trade with, like I said, he wanted Walking Dead zombies. So one thing I really like about Player's Choice, if you're looking for something and you let them know, they will keep their eyes open. So that's what they did for me. And they let me know when this zombie was available again. I'm still kind of kicking myself because I probably should have picked up some zombies a while back when they were available, because I know they had more than the Well Walker before. But anyway, the YouTuber and I, we ended up trading for different figures. I ended up sending him something different instead. So I didn't want to leave the store hanging. I really liked the store. And then at the same time, I was like, you know, it wouldn't hurt to still get the zombies if they become available. So I never said anything to the store. I didn't cancel, you know, things out with them to let me know when those figures came in. So like I said, the Well Walker came in. They gave me a call. They actually left a message. And then I went in to, you know, get the figure. And while I was there, I decided to get another figure that I've been meaning to pick up for a specific reason, and that is the injured Daryl. Again, reference to season 2, and this is Daryl. You see, and actually, it's been so long since I've seen season 2. I'm pretty sure it's a reference to season 2, and I just can't even remember what exactly happened to Daryl. Maybe somebody can help me remember that. But he has an arrow going through his side there. And then he has that ring of, or basically a necklace with ears on it around his neck. So, yeah, and he looks pretty beat up. And this on the back, let me see. Okay, we got that original Carl there. They got the Woodbury Walker, yet another Walker, Maggie, and Penny. Yeah, so yeah, this should be season 2, because I think Penny was, if I remember correctly, I want to say Penny was Carol's daughter. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I know Carol's daughter was in season 2. And spoiler alert for anybody that's super far behind, Carol's daughter became a zombie. So, and that was to me probably the most powerful scene in that whole season, because season 2 didn't blow me away, but that moment kind of blew me away. But anyway, I knew I wanted to get this figure, so I got these 2 figures. I almost started to get another one, and I'll talk about that figure in a moment here. But I just went ahead and got these 2, and then I also grabbed some snacks, and I went to the register. You know, actually, the Well Walker was behind the counter, so I grabbed injured Daryl, and when I went to the counter, I let him know that I was also picking up the Well Walker. And the Well Walker had a little post-it on it, so the guy at the register, he takes the post-it off, and he looks at my name, and he's like, you know, Franklyn McInnis, why does that name sound so familiar? And I told him, you know, I've been in the store plenty of times, and a while back, kind of early on now, when I started doing YouTube videos regularly, this was a couple months back, I did a video on Player's Choice just because I like the store so much. And I let them know, you know, I made sure I got permission to film around the store. The owner said he was cool with it. And they also have a sister store, Zootopia, where they have their Disney Pops. So, yeah, I did a video. I put it together. It's still on my channel right now in my promotional playlist. And the owner, he stays super busy. I mean, every time I go in the store, if he's there, he's a mile a minute. The guy is really working. He stays, you know, like I said, really busy. They're always bringing in new products into the store, new items. It's just every time I go there, I see something different, something cool that's new. That's one thing I really love about the store. I'm pretty sure I could go there today and see things that weren't there just a couple of days ago, you know, when I went. So that's one thing I really like about the store. But he had been so busy that it turns out that he had never seen the video until very recently. I think last weekend maybe. So he finally saw the video and he really appreciated it. And they actually shared it on their Facebook page, which was really cool. And so the guy at the register told me, he said, yeah, the owner told me that you'd be coming in. And he told me all about him watching the video and everything. And he said, he told me to hook you up. And I'm like, okay. And the guy, you know, he bagged my stuff up and he's like, you're good to go. And it's one of those weird moments. I was like, are you serious? And he said, yeah, absolutely. You're good to go. You don't have to pay for anything. I was like, not even my snacks. And he said, no, man, you're all set. And it was a shocker because, like I said, I did that video just because I love the store. That's why I do those promotional videos. I've done them for other stores as well. I don't expect anything out of it. It's just, I enjoy doing it. I like showing the stores off. I want to help the businesses out. And at the same time, I want to help collectors out. Like I said, if you visit this area, there are some great stores around here where you can find not just Funko products, but other types of products as well. NECA. I've seen, in fact, there's one store, Apocalypse Comics in North Myrtle Beach. I believe that's the North Myrtle Beach area, where they also have a lot of figures from overseas. And I mean, just some really great stores around this area. So that's why I do it. I like to help out collectors and help out the businesses if I can, not really expecting anything in return. So that was just a really pleasant surprise. Something else that was surprising, they had just bought a guy. There's a guy that basically sold off his whole collection, I guess, or at least some pretty major pops in his collection. And I noticed them behind the counter, and I asked if I could check them out. He said, sure, step on back and take a look. And I wish I had pictures of them, but at the time my camera wasn't right. It didn't start working right until really just the other day, the camera. So I wasn't able to take good pictures. But let me just tell you real quick some of the pops that I saw there, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these are gone by now, just because I know people are looking for them. As far as Star Wars goes, I know they had the Chrome Darth Vader, they had the Chrome C-3PO. They also had I think it was like an all-white C-3PO, which I had never seen before. It looked like almost like a proto C-3PO or something. I think there were some other Star Wars ones. Those are the ones I can remember for sure, though. They also, from the Big Bang Theory, they had Sheldon and Amy Farrah Fowler. And I was like, oh my God, like if those stay there long enough, I gotta at least try to get Sheldon. But I don't know, I got a strong feeling that it might be gone by now. Those are the ones that really jumped out at me. There were some other cool ones. There are some Marvel ones as well. In fact, there were some on the sales floor that I hadn't seen before. Like they had War Machine from Iron Man 3, I think it was. And they had a glow-in-the-dark Cthulhu. They actually had two of them. And yeah, it was just a good variety. You could tell that they had purchased from some different people. So like I said, Player's Choice is such a great store. They always have new products, they always have new items in, new pops. Just a great store, and you don't actually have to visit the store to purchase from them. And that's why I have the information here on the screen. You can actually, if you're looking for something, let them know. Give them a call or hit them up on Facebook, and just let them know. They'll let you know if they have it. If they don't have it, they'll actually look for it. They'll try to find it for you. And they do deliveries, which is awesome. They do deliveries, and not only do they buy collections, but if you live in the area, at least I think they'll actually work it out to come to you to look at your collection to see if it's worth, buying for them. So I just can't say enough great things about Player's Choice. They are really amazing. They're going to be at an event, and I look forward to seeing them there at that event. And you'll see that in videos coming up. At least one video. I'm going to try to do maybe two, though, because I'm thinking I might try to split up what's going on at the event. But yeah, just be on the lookout for some videos coming up on my channel in the upcoming week, basically related to this event. And I won't really say more about it right now. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see all of that. But yeah, I want to stress this again. If you are a hardcore collector, if you're really into Funko Pops and other types of collectibles as well, even old school action figures, because they had some old school Spawn figures, and they had some I hadn't seen before. Funko J and I did a trade box, and I found some for him, but I found those at Power Comics in Conway, South Carolina. And then it turns out that Player's Choice, I know they had some before, excuse me, but they had even more added to their selection, and I mean some really cool ones. They had like a medieval version of Spawn. They had the Violator, not the clown form of him, but the actual like demon form of the Violator. They actually had two of those, and they had some other characters. I don't know Spawn super well, but I mean they had a great selection of those figures. They had some Power Rangers figures. They had some He-Man figures, and these were not all like way old school originals, but they're not exactly the most recent ones either. So some of these figures I think I would say in the range of like 10 to maybe 15 years old at least. They're not ones you're gonna find in just any store. So yeah, you can contact Player's Choice and let them know, anything that you're looking for. But I'm going to say this as well. If you and I are really cool, if we're really cool people, and you see me ever share something from that store on my channel and you're interested in it, you can holler at me and let me know. I've actually at least twice, well, 3 times now, I've made purchases from that store to help out other collectors and send things off to them. Of course, they sent me the money via PayPal, and that's why I say if we're really cool, because of course I would need that money sent, like, you know, friends and family, so it comes directly on through, and then I can make the purchases for you and get it sent off to you. I will help you out with that if we're really cool like that on that level. And yeah, because I really want to support this business because it's just a great business. Now, one figure I didn't pick up when I was actually in the store, and it got stuck in my mind as soon as I left. I was like, I should have got it. And I did end up ordering it from them instead of going back to the store, because it's definitely tough for me to go out there during the work week, because it is like it's at least an hour drive, I think, you know, which that's not so bad on a weekend, maybe some weeknights, but this week was just way too tiring for me. So I was like, you know, I want that figure. So I hollered at them to get it delivered to me. The shipping was really reasonable. I mean, I definitely saved money instead of burning up gas to go back there to actually have it delivered. And they delivered it really well packaged and everything. And I ended up getting the Prison Glenn. Okay, so this is Glenn holding the assault rifle there. I was about to say M16. I don't think that's M16 though. M16 doesn't usually have that unless this was like souped up or something. But anyway, yeah, Prison Glenn here. And I figured I'd go ahead and make sure I have Glenn, because I really should have had a Glenn pop already. You know, I just wanted to have one in my collection. And then I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people are probably thinking right now, who did Negan knock off? And you know, and I think people are really gonna want to have whichever character gets killed. The value may go up. It's weird. Sometimes I do pay attention to the value, even though in the long run that doesn't matter so much to me. But I am kind of curious to see if the value will adjust based off of which character gets killed. So yeah, maybe, you know, Glenn gets his head bashed in by Negan, and maybe the value goes up on the pop, even though I don't plan on selling it. But I'm just kind of curious to see what happens there. Even though I still think my money's on Abraham. I think Abraham will be the one that bites the dust, and I think if he does, that Sasha's gonna have a big reaction to that and maybe get herself killed as well. Who knows? But you know, we'll all find out soon enough. And speaking of that, now actually let me slide Prison Glenn over just a little bit, because he's mine. He's staying here with me for sure. But what I have decided to do, and I've been thinking about this literally for months, that injured Daryl. I know some people are having trouble finding this pop, and I was like, you know what, maybe around, because The Walking Dead returns around Halloween time, maybe that would be a good time to give away an injured Daryl. And this Well Walker was supposed to be still part of a trade, but the other YouTuber actually, I mean, he never got back at me. He said he was going to give me a list of things that he had to trade, so I don't know, maybe he doesn't have anything to trade right now. But I was already thinking that I'd like to give a zombie away as well. Well, just thought about that. But anyway, so I think I might go with these 2 figures for a giveaway next month. Now you all let me know what you think about that. I think these are pretty cool to give away with the return of the season, and also, you know, be close to Halloween time. I really like the idea of giving these 2 away. So, you know, let me know what you think about that, and I'll think about it some more, and maybe I'll throw in a little bit of something else along with that for the giveaway. But right now, these are the 2 figures that I have in mind. If the other YouTuber, you know, lets me know that he still wants a zombie, then I'll try to work it out to get another one for him. But like I said, I hadn't heard from him, so I think I'm going to go ahead and set these 2 aside for the giveaway. But like I said, I want some feedback on that from you all as well. So one more thing before I wrap up here that I feel like I need to talk about, because I was just talking about values. Now, I do watch Pop Price Guide mainly out of curiosity, because I'm not really collecting so much for flipping. You know, I'm not into flipping. I'm not really worrying so much about getting money back out of my pops. Although if I was in a tough situation, I would like my pops to have some value. So what's happening right now with Funko is a little disconcerting. I have noticed that there are a lot of people selling. And if you know any, even just the smallest amount about stock markets, basically, you know that it's not a good thing when you have more people selling than buying. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily the case, but it's starting to feel like there maybe are too many people selling, because on Pop Price Guide, I'm seeing values steadily decline. They are just steadily declining. And you might want to go look at your own collection if you haven't done so in a while. If you're up to date on Pop Price Guide, go look at the value of your pops, and I think you might notice that too, that most values seem to be going down. Either they're holding steady or they're going down. And the ones that are going up in value are the ones that really weren't worth much to begin with. I mean, if a pop goes from $6 to $7, I don't think anybody, celebrates and breaks out the champagne. That's not exactly the biggest deal. So I think it's right now maybe just because people aren't happy with some of the things that Funko are doing, and maybe that's what's affecting it. Me personally, it's not going to affect me too much because I like the pops I have. So that's what matters most to me. But for those of you that do really focus on value, you might just want to give that a look and see what's going on there. Now, this is making me nervous having my Prison Glenn up here. Some of you are looking at Prison Glenn too close. I'm not giving him up. I'm not giving him up. Okay, but like I said, these two here, I think I really want to roll with these for the giveaway for the month of October. And it's really not so much about the month. It's really more so about the return of The Walking Dead. And, with it being Halloween time, I look at it as kind of being like part of a Halloween giveaway too. And that's why I said I might throw in some little treats along with these figures here. And again, I'm waiting to hear your feedback on that. And that's really going to wrap it up for this Saturday night vlog. I definitely want to share that information with you about Player's Choice, because I just can't say enough great things about that store. And there's some other stores I really like too. And I'm going to keep on going back to those stores and, updating you on what they have. And like I said, if we're really cool, if we're really tight, and you see something in one of my videos that you really want, let me know. You can PayPal me. I'll work it out. I'll get it to you, because I like to help out other collectors. But yeah, thank you all for taking the time to watch. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I really do appreciate it. And I really do look forward to hearing your feedback down in the comment section. And you all take care. Till next time.